Now, when you try to cancel my plans without permission from God, I can call on God before you do so. I told you that before, right? I've did it twice. Someone tried to change my destiny, right? They can't change my destiny, obviously, right? Any more than they can change Jesus's or, right, any other person up to me, right? My true destiny is what I gotta do, right? But only God knows who I'm supposed to really do it with, even not me, right? Alone. I gotta wait on it too, right? Now, in the meantime, if I make mistakes, they're just that, mistakes. I admit them, I deal with them, and then I move on from them, right? But I don't do anything to break the rules or the law consciously, right? Now, like I said, if I had sex with a woman in a store, right, and we locked the door and had sex in one of the back rooms, and I went to the bathroom and got cleaned up, right, that's not impossible. I know it's not, right? So I know I can do that with another woman if, okay, she chose to do it too, right? In fact, I don't think she did, but I don't know, right? Now, I don't speculate that until after I got out the store, and it was later, right? Now, when I went in, I did something with her legal and kind of illegal, maybe. At least in the opinion of the other person, right? Now, I'm also banned from the store for no good reason. That I remember interacting with her with, right? Not at first. Not at first. Not if we're interacting in and out of my memory, right? Either, right? Though if I did, it's something I don't remember, right? And again, if I don't remember something, I can freely guess what happened when I finally got out the store and realized the time went over my scheduled time, right? To get out the store, right? But until then, I thought I was in the store also a normal amount of time. Now, when you go to sleep, you go through the same thing, right? Time passes without your completely feeling it, right? Unlike when you're awake, right? When you're awake, an hour is an hour, but when you're asleep, it seems like a shorter amount of time, right? Though your clock is what tells you, how long you were asleep. Be it 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, right? When you get up, that's when you get up, right? And then you can also go back to sleep, right? But I don't go after your girlfriend, right? I don't know your girlfriend to go after her. I'm looking for a girlfriend, though. My own. I don't go after your wife, right? Or your wife, right? I don't know her. I don't have one. I'm trying to find one again, though I had one, right? And that's how relationships work, right? Mm-hmm. Now, the weird things about these ladies in the salon or in the, is they also either are already married, right? Or it's hard for them to date someone. Either way. Like I said, right? And I simply asked Kelly, did she have a boyfriend? And she said no. But then when I came in again, she told me she finally had a husband. Right. Well, okay, why didn't you say that the first time? Right. But I was fine with that the whole time. Right. But then she started acting weird about it all. The more I ate out there. Right. And she's acting weird about her relationship with her husband, and I don't know why, right? I'm not trying to do anything with her, but eat the food, right? I'm trying to just be a customer to her, right? The whole time, the whole time. So all I know is she's acting weird about me and her being customer and waitress to each other, right? She sometimes wouldn't even say hi to me when I came out to eat, right? I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm not doing her wrong in the store. Now, yes, if I'm in there for an hour, I might go to the bathroom, but I don't know nothing happened in the bathroom with anyone. Right? Though it's not supposed to be longer than normal in the bathroom if I go to the bathroom either, right? It's supposed to be a normal amount of time, no more than 1 to 5 minutes, depending on what you gotta do. Number 1 is shorter, number 2 is longer, right? Now, if I'm doing number 2, right, I'm gonna be in there for 5 minutes at least, right? If I'm doing number 1, shorter, right? No more than, say, 3, right? But again, right, I don't go in there to do anything, right, but eat the food. Right? That's all I remember doing. Now, what is she trying to prove? I'm trying to have sex with her and having sex with me to prove it. I didn't say I didn't. I didn't say I didn't. Then she's acting how? Double-minded, right? If she does try to have sex with me, right? She also, the whole 3 years didn't get pregnant, right? By her husband. Or me, I guess, right? At all. I don't even know if they were having sex or not, right? And I don't care, right? That ain't my business, right? That's the point, too. I know that ain't my business, whatever's going on with her. Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to figure out why she's acting weird towards me and won't stop acting weird. I don't even know what her problem is with her husband or not, right? And why she's even worried about me or not, right? When all I would do is eat the food and leave, right? Dude. Now, if I used to go downtown a couple times a week to eat Chinese, and there's a buffet down the street, and most of them serve a buffet with a menu, right? I'm in heaven. Right. As long as I can afford it anyway. Now, I can't quite afford it going out like that. Either. It's not personal, right? I don't live in that area anymore either, right? Right. So I don't go out there as much. Though it has nothing to do with Nancy, it has nothing to do with Michelle, it has nothing to do with Michael, it has nothing to do with Alex or anyone at the store, right? Now, if I go on a doctor's appointment once in a while and it's in Savannah, I might can eat the buffet out there quickly or slowly or whatever, right? But it's just to eat the food. Though I know I've had sex in the store before, right? I don't know I did that in that store, right? So I didn't even think that would happen. So I don't remember anything like that either, right? Now, if I go to the bathroom, though, it'll be after I eat a few plates, or at least the first plate sometimes. Because, see, I'm also on medication to help me go to the bathroom because of the injury, right? and things like that, right? That I have, right? It's called frozen meat, right? What it does is it helps you do number one and number two, right? It's like a water pill, and it helps your water accumulate in your intestines to go to number two or number one easier, right? And that's what the medication does. And I'm taking 80 milligrams, so I go to the bathroom at least 2 or 3 times a day, right? That's why sometimes I shoot videos in the bathroom, if you're asking. But I mean, I'm going number two then. I'm probably white and just sitting there with the phone. Hello. But we all go number two, even North Korea's dictator, Kim Jong-un or whoever. Like in the movie. But we're not doing that with North Korea. And we got South Korea on our side, right? And North Korea is more like China and trying to develop nukes and all that. And we can't, unless we do something to North Korea, right, even stop them, right? Because China and Russia are close to them, right? And it's not us wanting to start World War III. It seems like it's more them, right? But they're also just shooting the missiles into the sea. That could be affecting the wildlife. They don't know. They don't care, right? Because they're starting to find patches of water that is kind of dead water, right? And what I mean by that is the oxygen in the water is not right for the animals to breathe that swim through it, right? That's awkward too, right? Now, if they're conducting some kind of experiment with missiles and stuff like that, it can still affect the area they're targeting, right? But again, right, you have to prove all that and get them to stop doing that. But really, you can't do that either, right? See, when we're dealing with other people, they have a choice too, right? We all do, right? Now, Jesus, all right, said to forgive to be forgiven, right? Of sin, right? Don't condemn anymore, right? Now, up till then, right, they were following what's called the law of Moses, right? And trying to both be righteous by keeping the law, but punish the sinner, right? For breaking the law. And up till then, that was fine, right? But Christ gave us a new law, right? The law of forgiveness, right? To be forgiven, right? But until Christ came and forgave all done to him, right, we could not do so either, right? Not perfectly. And that's why Christ said, if I repent 490 times, right, and God knows it, right, God can help me, But if I don't repent again, or I try to condemn unto death, not again, right, just trying to do the right things myself, right, because there is good from evil, there is right from wrong still, right, but it's wronger to try and control a person, right, depending on age too, right, and things like that now, right, which is also part of the law. If you're so old, you're supposed to be free, right? And legally able to do anything you want to do that's not against the law. The Bible also points out that, right? You're to try to keep the rules, right? The best you can. And the Bible works with all the rules of any nation, too, right? Now, you're not following the rules. Oh, no. Like Peter said, because of men, but because of God, right? But some rules, like worshiping another man, you cannot do, right? That's the problem, too, right? The Pope in Rome, right, is just supposed to be a figurehead till the return of Christ, right? But there again, right, me just telling you the truth is not the return of Christ either, right? It's just telling you what Christ told the disciples before he left, right? Now, the reason he's in heaven is he still has enemies who are to be put under his foot, right? Or feet, right? You know, feet, right? You're still choosing and deciding your fate every day. Until you live so long and die. Those who accept Jesus, even if they don't understand all I do, are still better off than those who don't, right? But those who don't know Jesus like you do, right? So in a way, you could be punished more than them if you know more about it than they do. And they can be punished less than you, right? As well. That's why I saw the catch-22. Knowing something is both a blessing and a curse sometimes here too, right? Because Satan don't want the truth to get out and is sending men delusions that they should believe on. Because there's two gods, right? One is following and declaring the Father, the invisible spirit that made us all. The other is denying it all. And trying to be God and greater than God, right? To ascend above the throne of the stars of heaven, of God and the stars of heaven, right? Which it can't do, I know. You can't be greater than your maker, whether you're an angel or a human being. But if you could come into the flesh as an angel, that means you're becoming the human being to sin with the humans, right? You're also being what's called an extraterrestrial there. That's why the alien theory ain't 100% wrong either. But it's not perfect either. See, all the people who are trying to field alien ships are showing you as little balls of light. Well, that sounds like something spiritual anyway, not physical. Not physical. If you know what I mean. Angels are light, right? They're also described as fiery creatures, right? And Ezekiel and Isaiah gives the descriptions of their faces and their wings and things like that. Some, like the cherubim, have two. Some, like the ones mentioned in Isaiah, have four. And some have 6 wings. Right. And 2 of them, in one of the passages, are to cover their body and 2 are to fly with. Right. Or 4 are. And then 2 are to fly. And also they're within a wheel. And the wheel has eyes on it, right? And the wheels rotate within one another, right? As well. Now, could that be some kind of device we invent in the future? Who knows? It represents the humans looking out of the windows or something? I don't know. But our airplanes are not wheels upon wheel within a wheel. Though our satellites kind of have that design, right? Things like that. But again, what does it mean if you have eyes? You're watching someone. Now, if you're in heaven, you're watching someone from where? In heaven. If you don't, right, have things in the air that can watch you. You don't. Either, right? Now, what it means, even the prophet telling you, is just having a vision of something even he is just describing to you, right? He don't know what it means any more than you do. He's just saying the vision he had, right, of the Lord, right? I know. Right. And it's up to you to try to figure out also what he means, right? And you're not to change what he wrote, not one word. Because if you change one word, you're changing the interpretation, right? Now, the way you know chapter 23 is a little off, right? Especially when it deals with a mother and her daughters, right? Is the word mother is there in the singular. But the next word is like echad, but ends in a th, right? But that pluralizes the echad, right? And then it identifies the two daughters as Jerusalem and Samaria. Those are cities or regions people live in. Right. So again, it's talking about the planet Earth and us making cities on the planet. And the Earth is the mother and the cities are the daughters. Right. Metaphorically. And they're bringing forth children, right, through bad husbands and good husbands, right? Again, right? That's part of what it means too, right? Though we're all good and bad, right? We're all in the tribulation period together. And one man cannot sin more or less than another man, though any man can call on the Lord for help. And God can help them too, right? But again, I don't tempt God. I try to do the right thing, right? By the law of Moses and me, right? If I can, right? Like I said, right? If you try to be with me and I know it's wrong, I'm supposed to talk you out of it if I can. Only if I can't talk you out of it, and you push your way to do it, and insist on doing it, would I then maybe consider doing it? And that depends on who you are to me, right? Now, some things I'm not supposed to do, period, though, right? Like sleep with your sister, or sleep with your mother, or sleep with your relatives, right? I know that, right? Now, I was a little tempted more to sleep with the cousins, but I don't think I did that either, right? All I know is I went to sleep. I'm not saying I didn't try something, but it didn't go far enough to become sad, right? And some things happen that weren't of my doing, but someone else's doing. Right. And again, right. Some things are to prove something I don't remember happening. Right. Maybe. And they're to explain something, too. Right. Like what happened with Chris Domkowski and me. Right. Or someone else. If something similar happened to them. Right. And I didn't remember it all. But the main thing is forgiveness, right? We all make similar mistakes, right? And again, if I'm sleeping in my cousin's room, I'm not trying to sleep with him. But if he comes in later, again, right, and I'm asleep, and I'm having a wet dream about a girl, right? Okay, it still means the same thing, right? I'm not trying to have sex with him, but he's not to take advantage of me, nor try to think that's how I normally behave while conscious, right? Either. I don't normally do that, right? But when you're asleep, you're not quite yourself either. And if you wake someone up, they don't even know how long they were asleep until you look at the clock, right? I've told you that before. And that's everybody who goes to sleep. You don't even know how long you're asleep until you look at the clock again, right? But that's the point. I don't go after your girlfriend, right? Now, your girlfriend, though, can break up with you and then come be with me, right? As you can break up with her, go to another girlfriend, or even cheat on her, right? Yourself. But I was taught to seek one girlfriend, at least at a time, right? Right. Meaning, if I'm with somebody, I don't try to cheat on them, right? And usually I don't. But if I lose time, I know something happened. So get over yourselves, right?